through the immense range of minimized hybrids looking for a brilliant high-riding lid can return blended outcomes. Much the same as pioneers hurrying to the Black Hills at the primary bits of gossip about gold, buyers rush to dealerships, buying the little utes turned out by plant mines at record rates. Subaru's Crosstrek has been a most loved of those prospecting for somewhat more ride stature, four-wheel drive ability, and average gas mileage at a low cost, and the overhauled 2018 model hopes to polish that interest. The second-age Crosstrek by and by is basically a raised Impreza hatchback, and its outside offers much with its lower riding kin. Front and back sashes, alongside the wheel curves and rocker boards, get plastic cladding to give the Crosstrek a more tough look. Like the Impreza, the Crosstrek rides on Subaru's new global platform. It includes a refined front swagger suspension with propping for extra horizontal help, and additionally fortified mounting focuses. The back multilink suspension has been reconsidered too and jolts to a beefier back subframe. Both the front and back against move bars additionally have been migrated. The new underpinnings gave remarkable ride solace and consistency amid our drive in western South Dakota, and we found that body roll was satisfactorily contained for a hybrid. Minor flaws in the street surface went to a great extent unnoticed, with just real effects and washboard earth streets disturbing the undercarriage. In spite of the fact that the directing is presently speedier, going from a 16.0:1 to a 13.0:1 proportion, the exertion stays light, and the rack offers little correspondence. However, that is something purchasers aren't probably going to be worried about. The absence of criticism may trouble those quick to think about the new Crosstrek's brake-based dynamic torque vectoring, which helps look for zeniths. A reconsidered ace barrel and brake sponsor make for a firm brake pedal that is direct and simple to balance. Subaru has decreased the quantity of pass-throughs in the firewall with an end goal to relieve the measure of motor commotion that achieves the lodge. A sound-protected windshield on premium and limited trims and thicker glass somewhere else join with extra stable stifling material to make a tranquil domain. The thin A-columns and huge front glass zone make for amazing perceivability, while the seats give throughout the day comfort. Traveler volume develops to 101 cubic feet from 98 in the active age. These additions to a great extent originate from expanding the width by 1.1 crawls in the front and 1.3 creeps in the back, enabling the front seats to be set more distance separated and expanding hip room. There's likewise an extra 1.1 crawls of back seat legroom, yet the seat base pad is on the short side for full estimate grown-ups. Payload volume additionally profits by the swollen body, with the Crosstrek equipped for gulping 21 cubic feet of rigging with the seats upright, one shape not exactly already, and 55 with the seat backs collapsed, up 3 blocks from previously. Stacking that freight ought to be less demanding, as well, as the width of the incubate opening has been expanded by 4 inches and the separation between the wheel houses is bigger, taking into account bulkier load. Like the Impreza, the Crosstrek is impelled by an amended 2.0-liter Level 4. The motor is currently sustained by means of direct infusion and has a reinforced piece to deal with the knock-in pressure, up to 12.5 to 1 from 10.5 to 1. Subaru claims the motor is 80% new and 26 pounds lighter. Yield is minimal changed, be that as it may, 152 pull at 6,000 revolutions per minute versus 148 already, while crest torque continues as before at 145 pounds to foot, however happens 200 revolutions per minute prior at 4,000 revolutions per minute. Re-examined throttle mapping has wiped out the unsteady tip-in that tormented the past Crosstrek. The motor is smooth the distance to redline, however don't expect neck snapping quickening. Our drive occurred at 4,000 feet of rise, and quickening to cruising speed appeared to take longer than the development of Mount Rushmore. The motor needs a turbo, particularly this far above ocean level. Conveying the yield to the standard all-wheel drive framework is one of 2 transmissions, a 6-speed manual gearbox in the base and premium trims and a ceaselessly factor program that is accessible over the line and is standard on the limited. The CVT is a $1,000 choice on the base and premium trims. We acclaim Subaru for offering a stick move, despite the fact that the take rate is relied upon to be just around 7%. The grip pedal has great take-up, and the pleasantly weighted shifter goes through its entryways effortlessly. Concerning the CVT, it has a more prominent proportion spread for enhanced proficiency, and it now fuses 7 ventured, 4 ordained proportions, controllable by means of oar shifters, to impersonate conventional gear shifting and moderate the elastic band sensation in redline groaning. It breaks our hearts to concede this, however the CVT is better at getting to what little power the motor makes. In spite of the fact that the CVT cries as the red line nears, the ventured proportions keep the RPM in the power band. In the manual, the four-banger hangs the revs between shifts, moving rapidly disturbs the driveline, and continuous downshifts are fundamental amid vivacious heading to find any indications of life. In any event, the tired motor and the CVT give an upside as fuel productivity. Crosstrek's furnished with the programmed Procure and EPA joint mileage rating of 29 miles per gallon, versus 25 with the stick move. In manual prepared models, a GUI-constrained slip-focused differential confines torque conveyance to a 50-50 front-to-raise part. The CVT associates with an electronically controlled differential, influencing the torque-to-part consistently factor. Additionally, standard out of the blue on CVT prepared Crosstrek is Subaru's X-Mode rough terrain framework. Working just at low speeds, it bolts the transmission into bring-down proportions and builds grasp weight in the differential to smooth power dissemination when climbing slopes. It likewise ups the footing and soundness control framework's effectability in elusive circumstances and gives slope plunge control on soaking inclines. We inspected X-Mode in a stone quarry, where it, in addition to the Crosstrek's 8.7 creeps of ground freedom, executed as guaranteed, helping the Subi climb the free shake effortlessly as power was conveyed to the proper wheel when required. Utilizing the slope plunge control, we climbed down slants without expecting to touch the brake pedal. Evaluating for the base Crosstrek begins at $22,710, which incorporates a 6.5-inch touchscreen infotainment framework with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capacity, a rear-view camera, and 17-inch wheels. For $23,510, the mid-level premium includes warmed front seats and outside mirrors, programmed headlights, mist lights, orange sewing on the material inside, a calfskin-wrapped controlling haggle, and different inside lighting overhauls. Accessible on CVT-prepared premium models is a power sunroof and Subaru's camera-based dynamic security bundle, EyeSight, which incorporates versatile journey control, computerized pre-impact braking, path takeoff cautioning, path keeping help, blind side checking, raised cross-activity alarm, versatile mist lights, and a 4.2-inch show tucked into the instrument bunch. Betting everything for the limited, at $27,210, brings 18-inch wheels, a power driver's seat, LED headlights, an overhauled 8.0-inch touchscreen with satellite radio and discretionary route, cowhide seats, and artificial carbon fiber trim. The previously mentioned sunroof and EyeSight bundle are discretionary here, as well, alongside robotized turnaround braking, high bar help, and a blasting 8-speaker Harman Kardon stereo. With a strong establishment, an agreeable ride, out-of-the-way capacity, and moderate evaluating, the Subaru Crosstrek is a considerable player in the smaller hybrid market. In case you're waiting for a turbocharged demonstrate, don't. Subaru has no issues offering the Trek with the slow powertrain. The organization conveyed 17,000 of these new second-age Crosstreks in the primary month of accessibility in Japan, equivalent to an ordinary month of offers there of Subaru's whole lineup. On the off chance that is a marker of what's to come in North America, Subaru will have no issue filling its pockets with significantly more gold.